Well, I made a mistake. I recorded this whole episode with my microphone off, so we're gonna do some post-commentary here with the raw footage just sped up, and here I'm trying to get the teddy bears. Now, I know I was told multiple times about the cubes that are colored and what they push and what they pull whenever a laser is shot at them, but that doesn't apply to these spheres that are the same colors. They just get pushed regardless, which is weird. Side note, I don't understand why. But eventually I do get this teddy bear, and we're going to go on to the next room, which I don't have a fucking clue how this works. I've tried off camera. I've completed the game by now, so I've tried to mess with this. And originally I thought I was sliding them along glass, and the way that works is the plus cubes can go in all four directions, and the minus cubes can only go in which way they're facing. Seems simple, right? So they give you these extra cubes that direct the light. So I thought, okay, if I leave an opening spot for that, in the right position, it should fit in. It doesn't, because it falls through. Those are all magnets. But for some reason, I can't get the extra cubes that they leave at the bottom to stick, because you have to connect the laser on the ground to a little red thing. I don't know if you can see it down there. And it doesn't work. I can't figure it out. I've tried off camera. I have messed with it multiple times. And it doesn't want to stay up there. It just falls right through. You'll see how dumbfounded I become. I just stare at it for a while like, are you serious? It just falls through. After I fit it in there, a good couple minutes of me trying to do that, because you can't rotate it. Three-dimensionally, you can only rotate it left and right. So that's nice. Eventually I do get it. It just plops right through, and I'm just looking at it like, what the fuck? How am I supposed to get this to work? So, long story short is, I don't figure this one out, and we skip this, because it's ridiculous. And here's another thing I have a problem with this game. Don't introduce things that are one-offs, because I will not care about them, because I don't have to learn them for future use. So now that I gave up on that, we have a very similar solution to the puzzle that we had in the other room, where I had to push the little platform up into that. This time we don't have the platform, so I just take one of these balls, shoot it up there, and the little yellow ball falls down. That's great. Fantastic. So happy for that. Now we go into this next area, which it's a mix of Mayan and Egyptian, and I don't understand why I spawned there. I don't spawn out of the portal that I went through. It's weird. Doesn't make any sense. So it's a mix of Mayan and Egyptian. And if you thought it was weird before, well, get ready, because it gets weirder as we go. So in this room, I was taking a screenshot for the thumbnail, which I hope I used that. Now, everything that was in the last area is gone and replaced with different textured things that do similar things to it, but they're pretty much not there anymore. So you have to get used to that. So that's a triangle that splits. This monkey thing redirects the laser, which is honestly the most useful thing out of all of them in the game, which is the weirdest thing to say. So the whole point of this is the little ball is stuck in the middle. You have to rotate the sides of that to get them out of there. Oh yeah, that makes a comeback. I guess that's the only thing that stays throughout the game. Now this blue one that I'm connecting it up to, it controls the second one and the last one. So I just have to turn it to the green one, which I find out does nothing at all to that circle. So then I realize, hey, it's the red one that's sticking there. Oh, never mind. Now I just figured that out because I'm an idiot. How did I not notice that? Okay, so the green one puts the blocks down that are in front of the red one. But I just figure out how to get past that anyway, so I didn't even really have to worry about that. Again, I spend a lot of time trying to stack this stupid monkey on top of these cubes, which, again, 3D rotation would have been great, but it's not there. So you have to deal with me doing that for the next couple minutes again. See, this is why I edit, because you would never see the minutes that it takes for me to do this. You would just see the end result. And look at that. just barely off. So how do I fix that? I cheat it by lifting this up and eventually angling a laser into it. Which I then realized at the very end, I probably could have just threw something at the yellow ball and made it fall out in the middle without having to move everything else, because that's pretty much how most of these work, is you can cheat by knocking the ball out of the way. Because it has physics to it, where if you smack it with another item, it'll roll along or drop on the ground. It's a terrible puzzle game, okay? So, you know, I cheat it every now and again, because it's not good enough for me to want to learn how to do these things. And you'll see why coming up, because trust me, it gets worse, it gets weirder. Now I looked at this, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Like some sort of dark room? And I'm like, oh, it's a death trap. Death run thing, that's great. So, you know, we just go through that pretty easily. After me realizing the floor moves, it's not a big deal. Nothing, since you can't sprint, you run at the same speed. So there's really nothing you can die by. I mean, you have to be a child to die by this stuff. So I realized I'm not going all the way back, so I just jump off and that restarts me at the beginning. Now this side, I was like, do I want to go in here or do I want to go down this well? Let's take a look at this side. And this is just sliding the ball through some maze, 3D maze, and I do that next episode. It's pretty terrible. So I was like, fuck it, we're going to go down the well. Surely there has to be something more interesting down the well than that. And there is. It's probably one of the biggest puzzles in the game, but not the best. Actually, I don't even know what would be a good puzzle in this game. And it took me a little bit to realize that both of these seesaws in here are connected to each other, the little hole. So give me a second to get that done, because I have to angle a laser into the red thing outside, and of course you can't shoot a laser through those little white wall things, whatever the fuck they're called, I don't know, whatever. Can't you tell how over I am in this game? Now I tried to stack these on here, but they constantly slide off, so if you don't stack them the right way, they're just going to keep sliding off. So eventually I do get that to shut off to be able to throw the stuff that's on the outside of this room on the inside to swap some things out, angle the laser, and be able to go into the next area, which, it's weird. I know that's the only way I can describe this game is weird, honestly. Because if you've seen the things that I saw after this episode, trust me, entertainment value for that is amazing. But as an actual puzzle game, it's fucking garbage. So there we go, we got that open. So there's two pointless things in here which I didn't understand. That thing right there that drops the cube down, and that I can spin around and drop a ball down from. I didn't understand that. So this thing, again, stupid, but you have to drop a ball down into the separate button, which rotates that to be able to put the ball in the cube down into the big circular thing, and that lifts up a platform down there, which I didn't realize at first. Of course, I'm blind. Everything moves at like a snail's pace at this game, so if you look, you know, it's not good. Okay, I'm just gonna say that right now. It's not good. And again, this is one of those puzzles that I could have cheated just by throwing something at that little ball up there, because that's gonna rotate that, and then see how that lifted up on the left? I didn't realize that at first. That gets lifted up for some reason. It's also clipping through the bottom. I have no idea why I need to lift that up. I really don't know what that does. I don't know. But eventually I do figure out that the big circular thing with the two buttons lifts up the platform as I experiment with this shoot thing. And I just throw the ball in there somehow. I'm able to do that. I don't know how I was able to angle that in there, but I guess I have good skills for this game. I was able to jump across. Didn't take me very long to get that in there. So I jump over, grab this thing, and I'm like, that looks like a place where you would hide a teddy bear, because I've played so much Talos Principle and they've hid shit like that. And there was. So I don't really do any other puzzles in this game besides walk around at the weird statues. There's a nice Egyptian statue here. And then further along we have some weird elephant. And then there's that one room back there with the Sphinx, and it's just the foot moves if you walk close to it. I don't know. I'm messing with some tree physics that are sticking out of nice rocks in the ground, gaps for the roots to come out. I don't know. This game took a lot out of me. I feel like I was on drugs the whole time I was playing this.